family, my name is Jennifer and I'm here with today's workout of the day, which is actually going to be a resistance band workout. So in my hands I've got a couple of different resistance bands, and you'll notice that each one of them is a different color and a different thickness. So the green band is going to be the easiest in this case. It is the smallest band, going to be the easiest one for us to use. In this case, the red is our band in the middle, and then this blue is the thickest and is going to provide the most work. Not one that I'm going to be using today. But before we start this workout, pick your band. I want you to inspect it really carefully to be sure that there aren't any weak spots. Bands can snap while you're working out with them if there are any weak spots, and we don't want anyone to get hurt. So please be sure to check that out before you begin. The other piece of equipment that you're going to need today is a yoga mat or a towel and a little bit of space. So today's workout consists of 3 blocks. Each block is going to be 5 minutes long and have 4 exercises in each block. So we're going to start with exercise 1, go to 2, go to 3, go to 4. As soon as you hit exercise 4, you're going to rotate back to the top and continue going through those exercises until your 5 minutes is up. So I'm going to demonstrate all of today's exercises and then turn it over to you to go crazy with those bands. So let's go ahead and talk about our first exercise. So I'm going to pick my band. We've got a band squat, and there's a couple of things to know about bands. There's a lot of different ways to make even the easiest band a little bit more difficult. So anytime you're stepping on a band, I'm going to step back so you can see me, with one foot, that's going to make it a little bit easier. So for instance, here is a shoulder press. It's actually one of our exercises today. If I were to put 2 feet on this band, now that makes this exercise a little bit more difficult. All right? So just something to keep in mind. You can also wrap the bands around your hands if you need them to be a little shorter in order to create a little bit more resistance. So let's get started. Our first exercise is going to be a band squat. So you're going to step with both feet on your band, and we want the band to run under your foot, kind of right around your arch, so that it's right in the middle. So we're just going to squat down. We've got 15 squats, so depending on the level of your band, you can either keep your hands here and squat, but you see my band goes slack. So I'm going to pull my band up by my shoulders to create resistance through that entire movement. So I'm sitting back in my rear, pressing up through my heels, squeezing those glutes. All right, and squat. Our second exercise of this set is going to be a banded shoulder press, which is actually what I just showed you with that little demo, but we'll do it again. I'm going to use one foot on my band here, and I'm pressing up, coming down until my arms are parallel to the ground, and pressing up. So up and up. All right? You got 15. Pop jacks. So this is the cardio segment of each one of our blocks. We are also going to have a core segment to each block as well. So a pop jack, this is not one we've done before. I'm going to show you a side view so you can get a better idea. You're going to come down, pop it back, and then pop those feet right up by your hands, and you're here. So here, here. You can also walk your legs back to here. All right, so there's your pop jack. Our core exercise for this block is going to be a double crunch. So we're coming down to our mat. We're going to extend our body out flat, and we're going to bring those knees and our chest in to meet each other in the middle. So we're right here. Continuing to breathe. If you need to let those feet rest, do it. The closer to the floor your feet stay, the more difficult that exercise is going to be. And you've got 30 of those. So that's block 1 for 5 minutes. Block 2, another 5-minute block. We have got our banded lateral walk. So we are stepping with both feet on this band, and I'm going to start clear over here so you can see. What we're going to do, you're going to take 15 steps to the left, and you're going to come back 15 steps. Now we want these to be good steps, we want to feel it. So create some resistance in that band. We don't want them to go slack. So wherever that is for you, and we're walking, sinking down into those glutes. So it's not an upright walk, it's a squatted walk. And those knees are never going to touch, because what happens when they touch? It becomes too easy, we lose the resistance. So, small little steps, 15 in each direction. All right, exercise number 3, here's our bicep curls. You can choose whether or not you are both feet on the band or one foot. I'm going to use one foot. It's just like using dumbbells. We're going to pin those elbows into our sides. We're curling up and extending down. So on this extension, if you feel that your resistance band goes slack and you start to lose the intensity, go ahead and use both feet on that band. All right, 15 right here. Now, we haven't done this one in a while. Burpees, I know. So with this burpee, we're gonna make it a doozy, and we're gonna add that push-up too, so that we can get some chest work, which we aren't gonna get with the bands. So, your options for your burpees, as always, you can come down, walk it out, push up, walk it back in. You can walk it out, drop to your knees, push up, walk it back in and up, or you can go all the way. Take the hop out at the end. If you prefer, you can come up onto your toes and just give me big arms. That'll work too. All right, and our core exercise for this second block is a plank with our knees, with our elbow to our opposite knee, or knee to opposite elbow. How about that? So coming down to plank position, that knee comes under our body, reaching for the opposite elbow, and back out. From your knees, same thing. All right, so you've got some options there. All right, our third set, we've got banded hip bridge with a chest, little bit, not as much as we would get during those push-ups. We've also got a banded lat pull down. We've got lizard hops, which are new, and we've got a plank with a shoulder tap. So let's go ahead and talk about that banded hip bridge. So grab your dumbbell, and I want you to wrap it around your body. And I actually want it to come underneath your arms, okay? Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a hip bridge with a tricep press. So, a double duty exercise. We've done a hip bridge before. You're gonna raise your hips up, squeezing those glutes while we keep those arms close to our side and we press up for some tricep work. So as you're pressing and coming down, I want those biceps to graze the sides of your body. So here we go. Oh, you're also gonna have to kind of choke up on that band. If you hold it at the handlebars, you're gonna lose resistance. So earlier when I said you can wrap it around your arms, or you can change where you hold it, that's what we're gonna do right here. So we've got 15. Glutes are up, body is nice and flat on the front end, and we're pressing up, up, up with those bands. Working those triceps, the backs of our arms. All right? Okay, second exercise in this group. We've got our banded lat pull down. So we're going to start with a narrower grip here. Handles are going to dangle down at the sides, and we are going to come overhead. And what we're going to do is we're going to work one side at a time. So you're going to have 15 on each side. So keeping that hand overhead, we're going to pull this right side down and back up, down and up, slow and controlled. If these handles jiggling around all over the place make you crazy, you can wrap them around your hand. So as you're pulling down, I want you to pull a little bit in front of your body. So we don't want you pulling back here because that's really gonna potentially hurt our shoulder joint. So we want to come forward just a little bit. 15 on each side. All right, let's talk about those lizard hops. Another new one that we've not done before. You're going to come down to a plank position and you've got some options. You can walk that leg around to the side up by your hands, or you can add a little hop. 15 on each side. And while we're down here, we're going to finish this up with our plank with a shoulder tap. So coming into your plank position on your hands. Wrists are stacked right underneath that shoulder joint. Glutes and core are engaged. You've got nice, easy shoulder taps. 30 total, or 15 on each side. The idea here is that we want to keep our hips from rolling as we touch those shoulders. So your base or your legs should be a little bit wider to provide some more stability, and tap, 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 tap. And that's it, guys. Have an awesome day.